Hello and welcome to the second part of the waste search drone blog post. What we will do in this post is the following. I will quickly give you a quick recap of what we did in the first part. Then I will show you how we can extend the first process. And I want to show you how to integrate things with project operations to track the waste cleaning and assignment tasks. Then I will do a demo, and then I will close with a short summary. So let's get started with the recap of the first part. So what did we do? Well, I came across a paper where people basically tracked rubbish with drones, and used artificial intelligence to find out whether there's rubbish or not. Of course, they used some more sophisticated drones compared to the one that I have, and they were able to program certain passes that these drones would fly and then make pictures there. Because my drone is not that sophisticated, well, I used the free flight option, so this one, I had to do it myself and give my best to make good pictures. Of course, sometimes it was okay, but sometimes I learned how to avoid making bad pictures, let's say. Okay, so the problems that I experienced were, of course, the picture quality that I mentioned already at the end of the first post, and then a couple of other things. And I don't want to dig into that in detail again, but what I did is I basically selected 4 spots, so this, and this. On these 2 I gave up, and make pictures always at the same height, same orientation of the camera and the drone and so on. And then use the pictures to train an artificial intelligence model and use Power Automate, a Power Automate flow, this one here, that sends out emails to my rubbish manager or people, where they see, okay, hey, here there's rubbish. I put the geo coordinates inside, and then I also extended this and put a picture inside so that they can easily find what they have to clean up. Okay, and now I want to extend this a bit and integrate it with project operations. So how can we realize that? Well, basically I'm continuing the process that I started before, but now I focus on the last 2 steps. So to link the sustainability manager with the project operations task and then kind of track the progress there. And before I jump into the demo, have a look at the link that I share here on the slide in the lower left hand corner, because that's something you might need if you want to replicate something similar. It helps you basically setting up project tasks automatically based on whether some rubbish was identified or not. And with all of that information, let us now go to my demo environment and have a look at how this works. Okay, so I'm back here in my demo environment, and let's quickly recap what we did in the first post. So I basically have here a link to a SharePoint site where I uploaded my waste photos from the drone. So it opens basically this site where I have the waste upload. And maybe let's choose a file. One of those that I probably did not use. Maybe let's choose this one, 757. And then once this is uploaded, you know that we have the flow that is going through this picture, analyzing it, identifying whether there is rubbish or no rubbish, and then sending out an email. So the email, the last one that I got while waiting here, is this one here where I get a waste warning for this picture. I also have the geo coordinates. I could also include a travel map and other things if I like. So that was basically the process. And then I actually could have extended the first flow, because what I want to do is then, if I identified rubbish, I want to assign people and saying, hey, please drive to this spot and clean up this place. But rather than adjusting what I had, I decided, okay, let's not mess around with that and rather create a second flow. So what I did is I basically said, okay, I have here a second flow. that I call create a project task for waste collection. Yeah, and let us start at the beginning. So this one starts if I receive an email from this user, so from David, where it says waste warning in the subject. Yeah? So if I get an email saying, hey, there was no rubbish identified, please relax, then nothing happens. Yeah? Then I basically take the body of the email and then I hold the file number. Yeah? So basically I want to have this number. Why? Because I want to create a project task with this number. Then I have here a couple of steps where I filter for the project. So I search for my waste project that I created in project operations. Yeah? These are just some tasks where I search for that. And then I also search for the project bucket, to which this task will be assigned. That's all just searching. Yeah? The important part starts here, where I create a task ID. Yeah? So basically I say, okay, once you identified rubbish, create a task ID and create it with this GUID. Then I have here an operation set, where I say, okay, create a new operation set. And then if you remember the link that I shared in the PowerPoint, then you will find how this next action here that looks a bit complicated needs to be set up. So basically you need a task, project, here is the photo, the file number, that's the project bucket, and then I put some random start and schedule end dates. And then here at the end, this execution basically creates the project task. And then of course what is missing would be an email to a project resource manager to assign the people. So what happened with my last file? It basically created here, let's see, what was the number? 753. It was this task that was created. And obviously we just got a new email with this one, 757, where another task was just created, and also assigned to the same bucket. So let's see if we can see the bucket here, backlog waste. That's the bucket that I have here, and that people can use then to change the bucket if it's in progress, or if you're a resource manager, you can assign different people here who have to work on this task. Of course, if you use this kind of tool, you can also record the time and expenses. Maybe, well, you need to travel to this spot, have some expenses for electricity for your electric car or for gasoline or whatever to clean up these things. Then you can record all of that here. That's the first thing that I want to show you. The other thing is, if you know the sustainability manager, then you know that we have scorecards and goals where you can set goals for carbon reduction, or like me, zero waste. And these goals are actually stored in a table. And Microsoft made a nice looking form out of that. And here the different views. And I do not want to mess around with that. So what I did is basically I'm using the same kind of table. And then I said, okay, here just call it Ludwig's goals. Use the same information and then allow the people to enter some data here. Of course, I'm not the best designer. That's something I have to work on. But here in this thing, you can not only create a description, what you want to achieve and so on, because there are a lot of fields that I did not show. But what I wanted to show here is the linkage between the sustainability manager and project operations. So if you are here, let's say this one would be a new goal that you set. Then you can come here and say, okay, this is linked to the following project. That's from project operations. Let's say this one here, this Brücke. And actually these elements that you see here, that's something you should not show, but I wanted to explain you how this works. So if I select this project, then it gets this number, that's the project identifier. and it puts it to this string. And what happens if I select OK? This string will then be linked here with this button. So if I click this button, this project, this Brücke, should be opened. And then I have a specific project for a specific goal that I can use to track tasks, to assign people, and so on, and to follow up with my project. So that shows again the integration of Sustainability Manager, Project Operations, and all of the other apps that we have available. So if you are a marketing guy, a sales guy, then you can link all of the other apps that you have available. It's a bit slow here, so let's cancel that because I showed you that already in the previous post. I think the message is clear that the Sustainability Manager is one part out of many that help you not only doing sustainability reporting, but also to put some actions in place and do something good for the environment and the planet. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. Let's now go back to the PowerPoint for some closing remarks. So again, here the link to the API that I used for creating the project tasks. If you have not seen that, take a look at this website. It explains the steps in detail that I took to create the project tasks with the Power Automate flow. Now as a summary, what is the important thing? Well, the important message here is that the Sustainability Manager is not a standalone solution. It's integrated with the other Dynamics 365 apps and of course the Power Platform. And all of that sits on top of Azure. So it doesn't matter whether you use the Power Platform, Dynamics 365 applications, Microsoft 365 applications or something else. All is integrated and works together, which helps you to do something good for the environment or other things. At the end, special thanks again to Team Orange, so the company that is taking care about my city and a couple of others to make it really clean and environmentally friendly. And of course also to Encodian that helped me getting a free trial extension for a converter that helped me to resize the images that I use from my drone. So that's it, what I want to share with you. I hope you found it interesting and learned something about it, that just doing reporting on sustainability might not be sufficient, but that we have other tools to do also some actions and track them. So at the end, I would like to thank you for watching and listening. And as usual, if you have comments, just post me an email or enter a comment in the comment section. So thanks again and till next time.